Yo, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, I want to take you through a block power axe build for the Bulwark class to help you complete those absolute operations, hard daily and hard weekly stratagems in patch 11.2 of Space Marine 2. And the block power axe is one of the strongest weapon variants of all of the melee weapons in Space Marine 2 with a 17 strength, 2 speed, and 5 cleaving potential. The block power axe has the ability to one combo Majoris level enemies, Tyranid warriors, and Rubric Marines off of a single combo using the power stance mechanic, power backstep, and the overhead strike. So very fun weapon to play with. And if we really dive into the perk tree, the first perk we're going to be starting with is Perpetual Strength. Melee damage increased by 5% into Coup de Grace. The last strike of a light combo deals 25% more damage. We're then going to move into another Perpetual Strength and the perk Counterattack. The first light attack within 5 seconds after a perfect parry or perfect block deals 25% more damage. On top of that, we are going to take the perk Riposte. Overhead strike damage after performing a power backstep is doubled. And this perk you are going to need to take to achieve that single combo to incapacitate a Majoris level enemy, because the way that the power axe works is off of a perfect parry or a perfect block, your character will enter the power stance mechanic. From the power stance, you can either gun strike or hold the attack button to perform a power backstep, which shoots a wave out, which damages and staggers all enemies. And the power backstep wave will actually stagger any enemy out of either a light attack or a heavy attack. Following that, you will then use the overhead strike mechanic to deal double damage, which will then fully incapacitate a Majoris level enemy. Now, if that Majoris level enemy does go enraged, you will have to fight that enraged enemy from full health, but at base health, this weapon can actually incapacitate and completely one-shot a Majoris level enemy. So very, very fun mechanic for sure. And in patch 11, when they redid the power axe, they actually added the power stance mechanic onto all blocking versions of the power axe. So you get the full benefit of the power stance, the power backstep wave mechanic, and then being able to use the perk Riposte to deal that double damage overhead strike. Following Riposte, we are going to take Hard Target while performing a light combo. You take 15% less range damage into Tactical Retreat. Power Backstep deals 25% more damage. Following that, we're going to take Cleaver. Damage increases by 10% against Majoris level and higher enemies. And we are going to take the perk Rebound as well. Light attacks restore 100% more contested health. And we're going to finish off the perk tree with Discharge. Overhead Strike deals additional area damage around the target. Cooldown is 15 seconds. And Discharge is a really great perk to pick up as well, because as you use the overhead strike and jump into enemy close combat encounters, it will actually stagger, provide that AoE damage, wipe out Majoris level enemies, and again stagger those Majoris and Extremis level enemies as well. So you're definitely going to want to pick up the perk Discharge on this perk tree. For the secondary weapon, we are going to be taking the tried and true Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, and this is the way I'm going to build it out here, primarily for ammo economy, because the Plasma Pistol doesn't have the best ammo economy at base, so we are going to want to buff that up. First, by taking Plasma Collection, this weapon's energy reserve increases by 20% into Rapid Cooling after killing 7 enemies in rapid succession. This weapon does not heat for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. And then we're going to take another Plasma Collection here, and we're going to stack Divine Might on top of that. Damage increases by 10%. From there, we're going to take Great Might. Damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies into another Plasma Collection, and we're going to stack Perpetual Velocity on top of that. Shots charge 20% faster. Following that, we're going to take Efficient Charge. Charge shots from this plasma weapon use 2 less energy. And we're going to finish off the perk tree with Perfect Cooling. After a perfectly timed dodge, the equipped weapon is completely cooled. And the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol is probably the best contested health recovery secondary weapon in all of Space Marine 2. Using the charge shots on the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol is going to allow you to get back your contested health much more efficiently than any other secondary weapon available, especially for the Bulwark. And moving into the character perk tree, we are going to be building this primarily for range damage and health damage reduction. So we're going to start off with the perk Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. We're also going to take scramble targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you take 25% less damage from ranged attacks. And in Space Marine 2, especially on the hardest difficulties, absolute operations, and hard stratagems, you are most of the time likely going to be surrounded by 5 or more enemies at all times. So this is an extremely efficient perk to have. It is active very consistently, especially in close quarters combat engagements. And then for the third perk, we're going to take Steel Within. When your health is less than 50%, you take 30% less health damage. So when our health is less than 50% with no armor remaining, we actually get a 55% health damage reduction between Conviction and Steel Within. And with the Bulwark starting perk, they have a health increase of 30%. So you have a very large health base pool to deal with a lot of the incoming attacks from Majoris, Extremis, Terminus level enemies, especially range damage when you're going against Chaos. So you're creating a very, very tanky build when you take Conviction and Steel Within, as well as scramble targeting, and you get that additional 25% range damage reduction when you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies. Along with that, for the team perk, we're going to take Focus Restoration. Every 30 seconds, all squad members automatically restore 1 armor segment. And if you did not know, in Space Marine 2, whenever you have any armor remaining, it will reduce any incoming melee hit down to 0 damage, regardless of how much armor you have remaining. So 0 health damage, regardless of any armor you have remaining. So a 30-second feed of armor restore is very, very, very good, especially with the tankiness of the Bulwark with the perks Conviction and Steel Within. So having that consistent armor flow is going to be the best overall for, the Bulwark and also all of your team members, especially for team members like Tactical that can be a little bit squishier. Having that armor restore every 30 seconds is vitally important. For the gear perks, the first one we're going to take is Period of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies within its area of effect. This basically creates a shock grenade around your banner, which is going to deal significant damage to Majoris. It will completely wipe out Majoris level enemies. It will deal damage to Majoris, Extremis, and chunk off health of Terminus level enemies. So very, very good perk here, and probably the best perk in this perk tree. We're then going to also take Invigorating Icon. When the banner is activated, all squad members regain maximum contested health, but recharges 50% slower. This will automatically boost your contested health all the way up to 100%. And with the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, you will be able to get 100% of your contested health back as long as you can land a ranged shot with a charged shot from the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol during that contested health regeneration. On this build, you could also take Glory Shield, which is a lot of fun as well. All squad members within the banner's area of effect take 20% less damage, and the banner lasts 20% longer. That means 20% longer on Purity of Purpose, and you get an additional 20% damage reduction on top of Conviction and Steel Within, just creating a more overall tanky build again for the Bulwark. And the last perk in the gear tree, we are going to take Inspiration. All squad members within the banner's area of effect deal 20% more damage. So again, that's 20% more damage on top of Purity of Purpose, which is going to create that AoE shock around your banner and allows you to really knock out a significant amount of horde clear when your banner is active. For the signature perk, we are going to take Armored Advance as well. If you have armor remaining, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. No knockback in Space Marine 2 is so vitally important. No knockback in Space Marine 2 will save you time and time again from frame trapping, stun locking, and just being killed overall very, very quickly. So making sure you have some sort of no knockback on every single class you take into the hardest difficulties is going to be extremely important. So Bulwark automatically gets a signature perk. So if you have any armor remaining, and when you tie that in with Focus Restoration, restoring 1 armor segment every 30 seconds, you basically have no knockback the entirety of the match. For the Prestige perks, the first Prestige perk we're going to take is Auxiliary Reload. Melee kills of Extremis level or higher enemies restore your secondary weapons ammo by 1 magazine. And for the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, this is going to be very, very good, especially when you do struggle with ammo economy on that weapon. You're able to regen by 1 magazine with an Extremis level or higher kill. We're also going to take overcharge, held, and charge attack damage increases by 20%. And with this does apply to the block power axe and the power backstep wave, as well as the chained whirl slash mechanic for the power axe. So you get an additional 20% attack damage. We're then going to also take, for the third perk, Masterful Defense. Ability charge is restored by 1% for every blocked ranged attack. So this is perfect against ranged Devourer Tyranid Warriors, against Soul Reaper Cannon Terminators. This will allow you to recharge your banner from 0 almost up to 100% just from blocking their incoming ranged attacks. So very, very good perk to pick up. And then lastly, we're going to take Standard Bearer. When Chapter Banner activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. Basically, what happens when you apply this perk is when you go to plant your Chapter Banner, you will get invulnerability frames for 2 seconds. That will allow you to get the banner off more efficiently and allow you to get the most out of all the perks the banner does have attached to it. And that's going to be the full build for the Block Power Axe Bulwark. Very fun build to play, very strong build, very tanky. If you love to rush into hordes and clear them very, very easily, this is definitely a build you're going to want to try out. If you guys like this type of content, definitely make sure you like the damn video and subscribe. And here's some gameplay of me completing a weekly hard stratagem using this specific build, so I do hope you enjoy.
Our Vox transmissions are not reaching the astropathic relay station. The source of the interference lies in Heretic. You will be on your own from here. The Emperor protects.
We have landing abilities. Communication will be inhibited from here.
Understood. Damocles out.
If there is one more. Position cruise with vermin. Move to flank the swarm.
Vox or support for hours, but we might be the last ones here.
The heretics are jamming all comms.
That explains the unnatural aura about. The Xenos have been throwing themselves at some odd-looking barrier nearby. Probably the only reason they haven't overrun us. You might be after the same thing.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! The Thousand Suns cower behind their petty sorcery.
This territory is twice profaned by the presence of the Thousand Suns and the Tyranids.
I say, take down that barrier. Lead the heretics to those Xenos. That is heretical behavior! The Imperium's hammer rises to strike! Deceptive beast knows to the judge. Avenging ammunition here. Rally at coordinates. Fill up on stings. Swapping magazine. Follow me through. Score my armor with careless fire. We cannot progress with this profane sorcery, barring our path.
Flesh-bound meddlers! Your false emperor holds no sway here!
Exorcise that apostate from existence!
The changer of ways shall never be thwarted!
Adapt and refocus! The traitor is not the objective! Brackles! It must be cleansed! I feel that bastard's lingering presence!
Cleanse that putrid altar!
Retreats as quickly as he did! Hold this door closed! Drive out the cell tower! We have sacked the traitor's one! Dead! Equipment found. Gifts from the forge. Located extra stairs. Muster at my location. Brothers, together we go. Arch enemy nearby. There! That altar is projecting this. Let the heretics be a feast for the Xenos devours. Where shall I start this battle?
What is a little sorcery to the righteous? Nothing.
The traitor's jammer is likely set up in that cathedral. Let us move. Suffer your foray, finish the window. Keep going forward.
Xenos did not waste any time dropping in.
Let us hope the heretics and the Xenos desolate each other completely.
So many enemies, so little time.
Sources acquired. Foul tyranny marked. That's ready to deploy. Something builds on down below. Avenging angel at your disposal. There is no going back, brothers. Descending. Watch your cover zones. Lift is out! Traitors sabotaged it. We must perform cleansing rites on the mechanism. Your heresy.
I think this will do it.
Why that was to authorize the terminal for entire battle.
We have appeased the left machine spirit.
Well done! Down we go. The warp's tendrils creep through here. Pain and purgation await those who dwell here. Stim injectors here. The armory resides. Acknowledged. Go there. Dig in. Obviously, that thing dies first. For we face a demon host!
Look how it is bound to those altars. We will need to cut it. We sanctify what you have desecrated.
The demon host unleashes its power!
Suffer the corruption of wildlife!
We have sacked the traitor shrine! Seek cover!
That which rends me sets me free. Ceaseless
Not be bested by
Righteous judgment! Your dog is unholy mutiny! I never found monuments false!
I sense your racist desires. Release your sorcery!
Going to kill you soon enough, demon!
Incubation. The vessel cracks. What you have nurtured will soon be gone.
Fire incoming!
flimsy as your conviction.
Severing it lightning!
Destruction! Resume the assault on that altar!
Suffer the corruption a while longer.
The demon host unleashes its power!
Your affront to existence ends now.